Let's hope one of the gardeners knows where to find snow daisies.
It was no trouble. Clive, how'd you get up?
Any luck?
Chris, Heron.
It's a lot.
Right there on the road.
Everything up the empty cabin made for...
Don't blame yourself, Clive. They'll find a new... After all. Anyway, and now...
I didn't know you...
But awesome. Now, I give...
Say what you will, Lady Karen is... This should tide us over until the new moon.
Oh.
I need your... Joshua and I are looking...
Snow...
Did...
Miss Shirley says your book's made quite an impression on the children. You've inspired them all to become writers themselves.
Mid. Tell me.
It's most under cogwheel. Gears that smaller are back.
What, the chill now?
The young.
Sid! Is Mids...
She was in hiding. She's just busy working on...
A new invention.
Do you...
Oh. Since your lesson, we've been
That...
Look! I found it! Is that all? Just the gear?
That's all for now.
Has Midadol mentioned a new project yet?
Not exactly. She seems preoccupied.
Well? Will it work?
What exactly?
Oh, the way. That should do her. Here goes nothing. Titan's tits.
It wasn't supposed to fly, was it?
Of course it was supposed to fly. Wouldn't be much of an airship if it didn't. Honestly, these bloody engines are driving me mad. I was so sure this would be the day she soared. The Mithril engine was made to make dreams come true.
But maybe this is one dream the world's better off without. Show folk how to take flying. It won't be long till they're raining death down on each other. People will lose their homes. Children, their mums and their dads. Like I lost mine.
I'm sorry.
So am I, Clive. So am I. Sorry that I have to choose. Do I follow my head, or do I follow my heart?
Good question. The first time I stood on the deck of your ship, felt the wind in my hair. It was like I was flying. But imagine how it would feel to actually do it.
My dad always said there were two ways of living life. Chasing a dream or shuffling to your grave. And he were right. Right about a lot of things. Not that I like to admit it. People need dreams to chase. Especially in a world like this. Right. When this is over, I'm gonna take all my mithril engines to Zemeckis and sling them over the edge. I won't have my dream end up turning into someone else's nightmare.
But all that hard work...
All that hard work will not be used for war, Jamie. But it ain't like it'll be gone. Tell me, Clive, have you ever been on a treasure hunt?
Not since Joshua and I were boys. Why do you ask?
Because I'm gonna bury the engine schematics and leave behind a little riddle telling people where to find them. A really hard one, so that only the most dedicated dreamers will ever be able to work it out. Ooh, I can picture it now. Some daft general squinting at the words with a gormless expression on his mug. Like that one, yeah.
Right.
Of course, if I'm putting this engine at the end of a treasure hunt, won't be much of a prize if it couldn't even make a toy boat fly after all. My dad, but it ain't the size of a dream that's important, is it, Clive? And I reckon I've got a fair few good uns left.
I'm sure you...
Has Midadol mentioned a new project yet?
Not exactly.
Ty's tea stop the fits.
Ah,
How are you feeling?
well. Is go. Did you
I mean, a baby. Oh,
I thank.
If there's anything...
I
Like, don't you think you've had enough?
no, we're celebrating. I'm gonna be a father.
I think Edda might have something to say about that.
Ah, you know what I mean. Bit of light in these dark times. wasn't long after me 10th name day. My mum told us she was with child again. I was over the fucking moon. I was looking forward to having a little one to lord it over, what with me being the runt of the litter. Thought I'd finally have a chance to prove to the world that I could be a big brother. Imperials came the day she went into labour. Had myself a baby sister, and then I didn't. My whole family gone in a blink, while I hid in the cellar like the spineless little arsehole I was. Great brother I turned out to be. I'll never be a leader. And I'll never be a hero. I'm just a daft little dog who comes running when his master calls. I'll never be like you, or Sid, or Jill, or even Torgal.
Have you finished?
Maybe.
Do you know why you're our best scout? Because you don't need anyone to hold your hand. Without your resourcefulness, your courage, your determination, I don't know where we'd be. Maybe hanging off a cliff like,
That was only the once.
Exactly. You learned from it. And here you are after Founder knows how many missions, stronger for everyone. And let's not forget Rosalith. Who was it who freed me from the dungeon? Who was it who ran to Jill's rescue?
That would be me.
Because you're our brother, Gav. My brother.
Your brother.
Which means that when the time comes,
I get your room. And your sword. I may have had... I said I was gonna get back to work.
What is it?
Thanks.
I know.
It's just a big crystal. How hard could it be?
The Dominion's all but done for.
And it's lucky we stayed here.
Was that shouting I heard from the barracks?
Could be trouble again.
Do you think he was the only one who survived?
Well, what do you think?
So I think.
Faster!
Caution, brother.
The meadows are vast. Where do we even start?
Yote mentioned the coastline. We can start there. Quiet. Look, brother. You see them?
I do. The flowers and our friends. What do you see, boy? Let's hope this is the last one.
Only one way to find out.
That was harder than I expected. But Founder, she'll love them.
It appears my work is done. Well, we wouldn't want...
Jill,
There is?
it's, how would you find...
There are so many. This is what you wanted to... Yeah.
You don't need to say anything. We've been worried about you. Do you remember when I took you to Matt?
You saw me crying and thought in the end it earned me a nasty cough and a stern scolding. Before we left, my chambermaid told me she'd overheard you. They were debating whether it would be more profitable to marry me off to one of the higher... No one thought to ask me what. I was nothing to them. A pawn.
I didn't know.
But I wasn't alone. You were there. And I knew then... I'll never forget that feeling. Before we broke camp, the morning after the storm, do you know what I did?
No? What?
I slipped away from my governess to climb the tor. And from there I saw a sea of petals, all reaching for the sun. And I realized that no matter how terrible the night, dawn would always come. That you would always come for me. And you have. Again and again.
Where do you see us? When all this is over?
I don't know. Not here, though. I think I've outgrown the twins. After everything we've been through, the realm just seems so small. I'll need some space to spread my wings.
Then... that's what you'll have. And I'll stop at nothing to see that you do.
I never was much good at garlands, but it'll have to do.
I'll treasure it forever.
Thank you, Clive. For this, the flowers, for everything. It's exactly what I needed. You are my treasure. We should probably be getting back.
You're right.
And we'll do it.
Let's go. Faster! Mistakes. Seems this place has been flooded twice over. Purple flowers blooming next to a waterfall. Shouldn't be too hard to find. Straight home now. Here they are. Might as well pick enough for a bunch. Oarsman, Your Highness.
No, no. I would work. I'm. Even now, I hesitate to approach him. What must he think of me?
You'd be surprised.
Master Harpocrates, pray, accept my apologies for leaving your tutelage before my studies were complete. Your lessons opened my mind to a world quite unlike the one I had imagined from within the gilded confines of the palace. And I shall be forever grateful for the efforts you made to enlighten me.
Lift up your head, Your Highness. The deeds of youth require no apology. That you took the time to visit me says much about the man you have become. Now, there is something I would like to show you.
Is that a wyvern tail? The color is unfamiliar to me.
Because it is unique to those found in the wild. Something in the harsh environments in which they grow lends them this striking hue. Their roots are indistinguishable from those of their hothouse cousins, but once they bloom, the difference is immediately apparent. In this flower, I see you, Your Highness. Its roots were the roots of a wyvern tail, with all that implies. But they do not define it, just as yours do not define you. I want you to have it, that it might remind you of this truth.
Master Harpocrates, I would ask of you a service. Keep your gift until I have fulfilled my duty to the realm, for only then shall I be deserving of it.
As you wish, Your Highness. I shall await your return.
Our roots do not define us. No wonder my stepmother didn't like him. For reuniting me with memories I had thought long lost. I shall not forget this.
Thank you, Clive. Were it not for you, I fear I might never have found the right moment to speak with him. Not to mention the wife.
I hope the soul in the hut.
Why?
What's it?
A stolas quip, or more precisely, 'tis said that an owl's feathers are steeped, so consider that.
Well,